Hi there, it's 216, and today's topic is the end result is more than the sum of its parts. That's very similar to the previous topic, but I want to make here a difference and why it's so important. While yesterday we were spoken about the process, and as it's a difference to value each step towards your goal. Now it's after having received the goal, looking back, and it's so different to do this. And why is this so important? And I want to give an example, and I was thinking that I was while looking for an example, I remembered Bolt. Everybody knows the gold winner in marathon in running, and I have seen a documentary about how he was training about it, how hard it was, and he was on a field, and he was on his back. He had something that in 100 years ago they were using on the animals to on the field to open the field. And I don't know if it was like this, like a big knife that he was tracking behind him, or if it were weights. But it was one could see that it was very hard, and so they didn't. Everything that he earned was due to his hard training, who most of us, even by seeing it, would never begin this. So you have to have a passion for it. And there's a big difference if you have such a great, passion, because normally you will always find the power that motivates you to keep going. But we only hear about the successful people. We never hear about all of those people who, have tried one more time, 10 times, and then they quit. And I think there are more people that quit than those who endure until the end. And then again, you can hear from people who have tried not one time or 10 times, but 20 times, 50 times, 100 times. And one is keeping questioning, how is this possible to find all this power? And I have on my own something that drives me now for 2 decades, and I'm always trying and trying, and I think I'm one step closer to my goal, and then suddenly you have setbacks, and you're thinking, how is this possible? What am I overseeing? And sorry. Finally, I think without this passion, you won't find the power to keep going. Then again, we have those examples from people who are, trying for decades sometimes to achieve a certain goal. This can be also a position like a CEO in a global enterprise. And, after decades they achieve it. And then suddenly, they are starting crying and falling in a deep hole because they think, is this enough? Who am I now? And I think there's a big questioning about whatever you go you're following, ask yourself, why are you following it? And I think those people who, they keep going despite all setbacks, there's such a passion inside. It's just like being a part of it, them that can't say no. But they don't define themselves through it. I think it's just something that, like with a talent, you have a talent and you use it in whatever way it is. You never question your talent. You just accept it, and it's something that is part of your character and personality that forms you and keeps you going. And while looking back and having achieved this goal, particular goal, it's so important also to look back and to see what is it that you have endured. And I think Bolt, without knowing it, but as far as I can tell about my own goals, who took me a lot of time, in all of those years now. And sometimes some goals take maybe a decade or longer. And it's like, in order not to reach it and fall down in a deep hole because you define yourself through what you have achieved, I think Bolt is one person who he can really enjoy this triumph. Because while looking back, and let's imagine that he sees all this, you know, difficulties that he had, all this preparation in his goal, and and enduring. Many people, and this is a quite a technique that is used also in communication, while giving respect to your the path that you have gone through, and then suddenly people fall in tears because they realize how much they had suffered, and that still this is the way to look back, to honor yourself, to give respect to yourself, and to admit, yeah, that's really me. I did this. There was no gift. Nothing gave me anything. I fought and I won at the end. And this gives you so much power for the future, and also it's a way of forming your character in order to stand up with your head above and to tell everybody, that's me. And I think this is so important to, not to, in order to enjoy this in full 100%. It's not about the money, the glory that you're gaining. It's about the passion and this deep feeling with what you have achieved is only possible if you look back and then realize all those efforts you went through in order to get where you are. So enjoy this, and I wish you many of those moments, which unfortunately there are not many, but enjoy them with all your heart, and keep going. Stay tuned. Till next time.